Here we start the PHP. Now this is one of the very important lesson, and most time the exam paper definitely there will be questions from this lesson. So this is used for server-side programming, not the client side. As you know, when the website is developed, we want to host install this website in a web server. Now this server-side programming is done by this PHP, and this PHP is a very popular server-side programming language. Like if you take the popular website, the Facebook, Yahoo, Wikipedia, like those are developed by using the PHP language actually. So PHP stands for acronym for PHP Hypertext Processor. From that they have taken the words PHP, and it has the interpreter, not the compiler. And once you write this PHP code, we need to save this in the PHP server, and PHP server is the one which is going to run this PHP codes. So HTML, CSS, actually they are not programming languages, because using the HTML, CSS, you can't do the input validations, you can't make a selection, we can't do some looping or control structures are not available. But in the PHP you can do everything: calculations, comparisons, selection, iterations. So the everything in the program language can be done with the PHP. But the HTML, CSS are the languages, they are not programming languages. They are just defining the structure and the format and the design of the web pages. But with the web pages, to make some programming, like we want to validate the inputs. When some value is entered, we have to validate it. Let's say when we are asking to some person to send enter the email. Now we want to check whether this email is in the correct email. We know if it is email, at sign must be there, and top level domain must be there. Like if you want to check those things, then we can need to use the PHP. But we cannot do that with the CSS and HTML. And most of the content management systems are also developed by the PHP. Content management system, so we call as a CMS. Now these content management systems are used especially when you are developing dynamic website. Dynamic website means the website content is changed in time to time, it's not fixed. If you take the example, the news website, they are providing the news in day-to-day news. They are updating very so frequently. And the website who gives the cricket information, that also changing very frequently. So in that case, you have to manage those websites very easy way without writing the HTML tags. There must be easy way to edit it. So using this content management systems, you can easily edit it and use it. So this is we call as the content management systems. Example, Joomla, Truffle, like WordPress, like those are some popular content management systems. Now they are also developed using the PHP. And again, PHP support for the database management system called as MySQL. So that is also needed to do the programming with the databases, MySQL database. Now in here, to execute the PHP, we have the PHP parser. He is the one who read the PHP code and understand and then translate. So this is there in the PHP. And web server also there. Here this web server is used to store your PHP web pages in a website. So here the web server name we are going to use it. This it is coming the PHP is Apache web server. Now web server is a place where website is hosted, website is placed. Now web server is a special software application. He is always waiting for clients to make the request. Remember, the always web server is listening for the clients and he is waiting for the clients. Whenever client make a request, he will provide the services. That is why we call the web server. Now when you run the web browser, remember you are the client. Now when you run the web browser, let's see, you open up web browser and run. When you run the web browsers, that is client. Web server is the place where the website is hosted. And you are the one who is requesting the services from the website. Now this web server is the place he is waiting for a request and he is providing the service to the clients, not only for one client. Sometimes millions of clients will make a request to the web server. Therefore, web server could be a kind of very fast one because he should be able to provide the services to all the clients who has made the request. So here we are going to use the open source web server named as Apache. So using that we can provide the services to all the clients. And database here it is coming with the MySQL database is there. And to install all these things, we are going to use a software package called as Xampp. This is a software package you need to install in a computer to run all these PHP codes. Why we call this Xampp? The word Xampp coming from this. So you can see here X is for to indicate it is cross-platform. That's why X is used. That means anything. So here this one is working with any operating system. Doesn't matter what's the platform. Maybe Windows, maybe Mac, maybe Linux, maybe Unix, or any operating system. Doesn't matter. Cross-platform. So it works on any platform. That is why this X is coming. And A is used because it has a Apache web server. Apache web service there. And M is for the MySQL server. And the PHP parser also coming with that. And the Perl scripting language. So like all these are together, this term Xampp is coming. So you can download this Xampp server. I think you have downloaded it and installed. So once you download and install, if you go to the control panel and if you run the Xampp server, you must get the interface like this. The Xampp control panel should be coming with this. So to get that one, you can just go to the place you have installed the Xampp server. Now here I have installed that in the C drive. When you are installing, they ask where you want to install. Look at the place you have installed, and once you go there, you will get the folder called as Xampp. Then go to the folder called as Xampp. Then at the end, you can see this Xampp control panel. You run this one. So run the Xampp control panel. So when you run that one, Xampp control panel, you will get the control panel like here I have shown to you. This kind of control panel must be appeared like this one. This control panel must be available. And then you can run the whatever the servers. Now first I am running the Apache server. And then MySQL server. Now MySQL is not needed now. I need now only for to run the PHP Apache server. So you can run it and they will show you the port number. Here you can see the port numbers are shown. Here the port number is 8080. Like you can see what's the port number given, because that is needed when you're going to run the applications, the port numbers. So this is the control panel. Now my Xampp server is available. Apache and the MySQL servers are running now. And once you install this one successfully, this is the most important folder in the Xampp server, htdocs, this one. you need to go to this one, and this is the place you have to save all the HTML and PHP codes. You have to save here in the web server. We have to go to this special folder called as htdocs. That's the place you have to save the files. HTML, CSS, or whatever the PHP code should be written there. Now it is available in the Xampp folder. You need to go to the Xampp folder. Under that you will get this folder called as htdocs, this one. So inside this htdocs, you can save all the PHP, HTML, all file can be saved. If you want, you can create a separate folder and you can save the files. So this is the place we are going to save all the PHP files inside the Xampp folder.